What's going on, guys? It is Blake here. Alright, so usually I don't really do these type of vlog sort of things anymore. Generally I do like a gameplay type of update, but I figured for news related video game content I should probably start doing something like this a little bit more often. So here's one. Yo, I'm really hyped. So this is going to be mainly about Destiny related stuff. If you guys did not know, today Bungie hosted their Gamescom 2016 Destiny presentation sort of thing, where they mainly touched on some details regarding the Destiny Rise of Iron expansion. The stream was mainly focused on the PvP side of things, but they did announce some PvE related things as well. I'll kind of go over those real quickly. So they announced, you know, a new raid. I forget what it's called. It's like the Wrath of something. They announced new dungeon or new strikes. You know, new gear sets, new weapons. They talked about all that stuff is coming. New public events. They talked a little bit about the social space, kind of the areas that you'll be traveling to, the quests that you'll be doing, etc., etc., etc. All that stuff is coming in the expansion that's, you know, PvE related. But I kind of wanted to make this video more focused on the PvP side of things. I'm going to try to remember things from the top of my head. I was actually writing down notes as quickly as I possibly could. But every single time Bungie does like a overview trailer or something for like upcoming content, they always make the information go by so freaking fast. It's like impossible to jot everything down. But I'm gonna be focusing on the PvP side of things because that's kind of where my main interest is as far as Destiny is concerned. You know, I'm more of a competitive player, so I'm all about that PvP. So right off the bat, they announced 3 new maps. Let's see if I remember. I think it was Skyline. Skyline. What is this other one? Floating Garden or something like that, and then Last Exit. And if I remember from the top of my head, Last Exit is supposed to be a close quarters map. It's kind of the one they showcase on stream. It's supposed to have 3 lanes. Skyline is supposed to be more. It's supposed to be more larger map. You know, I don't really know what to compare it to. They didn't show it off, so I'm not even sure what it looks like. And then what's this other one? Floating Garden is supposed to be a more like open world type of map. So probably that one's going to be a map where you could drive vehicles around. I don't really know. They didn't show it off, but that's what it's starting to sound like. And they also announced that Sony PlayStation, so if you're a PlayStation 4 owner, you'll be getting an exclusive map. Sony players are getting an exclusive map. I'm not really sure why they're still doing exclusives and stuff like that. Like, didn't the contract expire already? So I'm not really sure why they're continuing to do that. I think at this point, like, Xbox One owners and PlayStation 4 owners should all be getting the same content, since this is pretty much the last year for Destiny on. Well, this is pretty much the last year for Destiny 1. I'm going to call it Destiny 1 because Destiny 2 is supposed to be coming out next year. So I feel like they should, at this point, they should be making. They should be ending all that exclusivity stuff. Just have everything be available on both platforms. So yeah, they announced those 3 maps. I guess technically 4, but they only showed off Last Exit. That was the only one they showed off on the stream. So there's that, and they also announced a brand new game mode, which is called Supremacy. It's basically kill confirmed. I don't even need to go into that much detail about the game mode because, you know, if you've played Call of Duty, you know what freaking kill confirmed is. You kill the guy, you pick up their coin. But basically, you get, it's like a, I forget what they call it, but it's like a jewel or something that they drop. If it's your opponent died and their jewel dropped, it'll be blue, and if you killed your if your teammate died and their jewel drops, it'll be blue. If you kill the opposing team and their jewel drops, it'll be red. So basically that kind of stuff, and you know, you pick it up, you get points. Whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. Typical kill confirmed game mode. I don't know why they call it Supremacy, but okay. So yeah, that's coming in the expansion as well. And oh my god, everybody is happy because they actually announced custom games, private matches. Thank you, Jesus. This is what pretty much every PvP player in Destiny has been wanting since day one. Since I've started playing, I've wanted custom games more than anything else in the game. More than anything else. I actually literally mean that. I've wanted custom games more than anything else because, to be very honest, Destiny PvP is probably the most fun FPS PvP that I've had it's the most fun I've had playing an FPS PvP game in a very long time. That's not to say some of these new recent FPS games are boring, like COD or Halo 5 or Overwatch. Not boring, but I don't know, like something about Destiny PvP is just it's a lot of freaking fun. Even though there's a lot of BS, don't get me wrong, there's so much BS in that game that needs to be fleshed out, that needs to just be freaking balanced. But with custom games, like, it just opens up so much opportunity. You guys know that I'm a big advocate for esports, so this really just kind of opens the esports door a little bit. I'm going to dig into, because they actually have like some Q&A or some FAQ thing up on their website now, or it's like some support thing where you could ask questions or something like that regarding private matches. So I'm gonna dig into that a little bit after I'm done recording this, and see if they have anything on like spectator related stuff, because they did announce that you know, they mainly made this so, you know, people, well, first of all, so people could have fun with their friends. They don't have to worry about certain maps or certain game modes and maps being in rotation, or certain game modes rather being in rotation during the week. Like, you know how if your game mode isn't available on the playlist, you're not going to be able to play it for that week until, you know, things refresh the following week. So they mainly open this up so people can play what they want, how they want, when they want, with whoever they want. That kind of stuff, which is freaking awesome. And they did touch on tournaments towards the end of the stream. They kind of said something like, you go on their website and they have like rules and regulations for people who want to set up tournaments. I'm definitely going to be doing that under one of my other projects, World 3 Gaming. I often host tournaments every now and then, and I'm actually getting ready for the fall 2016 tournament season for the project. And at this point, I'm really thinking about Destiny being one of the titles that will be featured for tournaments. So I'm going to look into that a little bit, see what game types would be suitable for competitive Destiny. But I think the most important thing at this point is to make sure that there's spectator mode. Otherwise, I can't really stream it. So I'm going to look into that a little bit. But I mean, at the base point, like, it's really nice to finally have custom games. Like, I am so freaking happy to finally have custom games. You know, if you're a big Trials player, you can finally do scrims with other clans or other teams to just practice before you go into Trials, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I was kind of hoping they announced like a ranked sort of playlist at the end, but, you know, ranked, I mean, I don't really know how that would even fit into Destiny. I feel like that's something they'd probably implement in Destiny 2. I honestly didn't even think they would announce private games for Rise of Iron. I was thinking, like, I really wanted it, but I was thinking, you know what, at this point, since they haven't announced it yet, they should probably just wait till Destiny 2. Like, I was just thinking that would probably be the smarter decision, but I mean, we get it now. It's better late than never. So, you know what? I am freaking stoked. Let me think. Is there anything else that they announced PvP related? So obviously, you know, new exotic weapons are on the way. They announced that. Let me think. Oh yeah. So in going back to custom games, private matches, whatever you want to call it, are actually going to be available for free. So if you don't even upgrade the Rise of Iron, still, when you download that Rise of Iron patch, since, you know, Destiny is technically an MMO, you have to download the patch. That patch will include the custom games feature. You just won't be able to play Supremacy, so you have to have a copy or a download of Rise of Iron in order to play Supremacy. But you don't have to own the expansion to play private games or custom games. So that's a pretty nice thing as well. Also, custom games and private games are only available on PS4 and Xbox One. So if you're on PS3 or Xbox 360, man, you gotta upgrade, man. It's done. It's time for you to upgrade, because at this point, everything is all the new stuff is pretty much only available for next gen platforms. So if you still holding out on that PS3 and Xbox 360, y'all, I don't know what to tell you, boy. I don't know what to tell you, because there is no excuse for you to still be on that console. Like, sell that stuff, upgrade, and you be good. You be good. Let me think. Is there anything else I really need to touch on that was PvP related? So I mean, yeah, I guess they just pretty much focus most things on custom games. Like, that was just the big thing. They might have well just called the stream Custom Games Announcement. But yeah, so custom games just pretty much gives you full accessibility of pretty much full control over customizing how you want your match to be, time, game type, any map in the game, any game mode in the game, light level enabled or disabled. You got day and night cycles, so you could choose whether the map is whether it's day or night on the map that you're playing on. Let's see what else. You could choose a time limit, all that kind of stuff. So, and also you could do anywhere from 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, 4v4, 5v5, 6v6. So any format up to 6 players, or up to 12 players, I should say, you can do. You could do 2v1, you could do 3v4, whatever you want to do. All that kind of stuff works. So yeah, pretty much everything you'd want out of private games. So I don't know what else to say. Like, yo, Destiny PvP, let's freaking go. Let's go. I'm pretty sure people are just excited as me about this. If you're a PvP player, I'm definitely really stoked. And honestly, I actually cannot wait. You know what's funny? Because, like, custom games is, like, pretty much all I freaking care about in terms of Rise of Iron. Like, everything else looks really sick. Like, they've made the gear look so sick in this expansion that, like, I don't even know, like, I'm more excited than I've ever been to, like, jump into PvE, because they've made it seem so much more interesting than from the previous expansion. So I'm, like, really pumped. I mean, it's definitely gotten better with each content update they've done, the PvE, but, like, I still find it a little bit stale. But it's definitely gotten a lot better, and a lot more interesting, and the story has gotten a lot more interesting too. So I'm definitely excited to jump into that as well. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I've been waiting for custom games for so freaking long. It's like at this point, I just can't freaking wait. I can't freaking wait. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should touch on. I can't really think of anything, to be very honest. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they talked on briefly, but the stream was pretty much just focused on custom games. So anyway, I'm just gonna end it right here because I don't want this video to be too long. But yeah. Yo, mad hype. Destiny Rise of Iron, I believe, drops on September 30th. So if you haven't pre-ordered that crap yet, pre-order it, because you get that Galahorn, the new Galahorn weapon, when you pre-order or pre-purchase. So be sure to do that. Also, if you guys didn't know, Destiny the Collection was announced yesterday, I think, or a few days ago. I think it was announced yesterday. And that's basically all of the Destiny content, all of the DLC, including all the expansions, including Rise of Iron, all bundled into one collection, one disc basically, or one download. And you can actually pre-purchase it now, which will give you every single game up to the Taken King, or every single update or expansion up to the Taken King. And when Rise of Iron drops, you'll be getting that as well. So, and that's all for $60, both on Xbox One and PS4. And I believe the retail edition, like if you want it on a disc, I believe that drops on September 20th. So if you want the actual disc, the physical copy, you pick that up at retailers on September 20th. So, you know, if you're looking to get into Destiny and you're not sure, do not buy the game right now. Or, yeah, you know, you can. I'm sorry, because I believe the digital edition of Destiny the Collection is available right now. So you can pick that up right now. If you really want the physical copy, though, do not go out and buy Vanilla and then Taken King or the Taken King Collection. Just wait. Just wait until that the collection is available on as a physical copy. Wait until that's available at retailers on September 20th and pick that up for sure. So yeah, I'm so stoked for this expansion. I'm thinking about just like buying somebody who doesn't have Destiny yet, that really wants to get into it. I'm thinking about just buying them the collection. They could just play with me, because to be very honest, I need more Destiny friends. Like, I don't have enough. I need to also get more involved with the Destiny community. That's a goal of mine. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This is just hopefully a quickish update, just to kind of share my excitement for custom games, because like with all my Destiny videos I've done in the past, my kind of commentaries and stuff, I think I've brought up custom games like at least 10 times. So, you know, now that I finally have it, now that we finally are getting it, I'm kind of just sharing my excitement with all of you guys. If you enjoyed the video, though, please be sure to drop it a like. If you haven't subbed to the channel yet, you can do that as well. And if you want to share your hype about private games or anything else that was announced during the stream today, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. But until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, keep on gaming, deuces.